Sometimes you have several elements and you want to keep them placed properly and not move. They are supposed to be synchronized. If you move one, the other one should move along. If the two layers are one after the other, it is easy to do by grouping them. However, there are situations where layers are not adjacent to each other and they still need to be synchronized. Here's one example. I have this rope and I want the rope to go both behind and in front of the tag to make it look like it's going through the hole. So I'll just do that. I'll make a section here that will go behind. So I'll go in my layers panel, copy, paste, and going to the original rope, I will hit the delete key. So I do have a segment and the larger piece. So this will go behind, over. I want to have this section also behind. So I make another selection, copy, paste, going down, I will delete and deselect. So I have one little section, and the rest of the rope. That is fine. If I want to have those parts now to show behind, I will just move them in the layers panel behind my tags. That's great. But what if I need to tweak a little bit my rope or the tags and I don't want anything to move? Well, that's where we need to link our layers together. Unfortunately, because they are not one beside each other, I cannot group them. So I have to use a different approach. So let's use under Window General, there's the Links panel. And the Links panel will allow you to link different layers, whether they are side by side or not. I will just keep the main rope layer active and click on the preview of another layer I want linked. Click and drag on the transform. For some reason, it kind of moves it back together with the other, but that's okay. We can move it. So we'd have those two layers linked. Now we have the third one. Intuitively, we would probably try to do the same thing. So click and drag into the transform. But what happens here is that it unlinked the previous one. So they only seem to be doing 1 + 1 and only 2 layers at once. So how do I get 3 layers? Well, in this case, I have to kind of go in reverse in a way and activate the one I want to link and drag one that is already linked in the transform. So now I do have my 3 layers together and I can move them below the tags and I do get my effect. So at this point, if I decide I need to move my rope a tiny bit, not too much, you can see that everything else stays perfectly aligned and I'm good to go. So all those 3 layers are now linked together and will not move from each other unless I unlink them. So that is the way to link different layers that are not side by side and cannot be grouped using Affinity. Have fun!